Okay, sorry about this, but what happened was my video sound didn't seem to record properly and didn't save properly, so I'm re-recording this as I watch through my video again. It's kind of interesting, really. This is the first time this happened. I had to recast my defensive spells, and I was trying to figure out what the heck I was up to. I couldn't remember which well I was supposed to go to, or which well I was supposed to go to, and what I was doing earlier today. Um, I'm gonna start making these a little more frequently because I'm not at work this week. When I'm at work, I can only possibly get in maybe one a day, if that, because it just takes 10 minutes to make these, and 10 minutes may not seem like a lot to you guys, but I usually talk to people most of the night, and trying to cut out 10 minutes of that time can be pretty annoying. Also, at night, everyone else is home, so making these during the day is a lot easier. Uh, I'm rewatching this, so I'm trying to see all the mistakes I made. Oh, yes, I went swoop hunting again. Oh, I was gonna go do the Pale Minions, but I decided I'd go swoop hunting. And on the way, I found Wolf here. I messed up my buttons again, but this shows a perfect example of what can happen and will happen later on. I targeted one wolf, and it was close enough to the second one that the second one came on its own accord from the attack. It was distracted from it and just ran at me. So I had to kill two of them for the price of one, and it's pretty difficult. I mean, yeah, it's not as hard as some people think, but killing off two wolves at once can be pretty annoying. Uh, this is when I remembered that I was trying to remember which well I had to go to, and I was moving around stuff in my inventory, and that's when I did my map and found that I was heading to the right one. I got really lucky here because I thought this video would last longer because I thought there'd be more guys around this, but apparently someone was recently here and killed off a lot of the guys that were floating around this side. So I just kind of looked around a bit before I ran over, but I ran over and you use this little totem he gave you here, and you just kind of sit back and let the bar fill up. I mean, it takes a couple seconds, and what sucks is because this one takes a little bit, and the enemies can actually spawn in the time it takes you to cast this and attack you right before it finishes and make you restart it all over again. I had that happen to me once. I was so angry. I don't know why my sound didn't record on the first trial of this, but I think it's just because I tried doing it too fast, saving it or exporting it too fast, and it didn't quite work. Here I was fighting a swoop. I got really lucky fighting him this time. Normally they have this little thing, you'll see it when it knocks you over there, that hits for pretty hard, and even if they don't do damage, it still knocks you over. So, um, I got really, really lucky fighting them because I had fought two of them, I think, and neither one of them hit me with that. It both missed, but it just knocks you back and makes you unable to use spells and cancels any spell you're currently doing. I mean, you can't even cast instants when you're stunned. You'll find when I do like certain walkthroughs, only certain enemies do this. Each character also runs into humanoids at a different level. You'll learn this later on when I do my other walkthroughs, but the Pale Mains are the first humanoids you run into as a Tauren. You won't be seeing me fighting them yet, but I fight them towards the end of the video. As I said, I'm recording this afterwards because for some reason it didn't record properly when I was doing it. It did so earlier, but not this time. I was just killing more wolves because I wanted to go after that swoop over there, and I just didn't want the wolves to get in the way. The reason I'm putting off doing the Pale Mains one, I mean, I started it, but I didn't really want to do more than one or three of them at a time this time, because Pale Mains have this innate ability of having guns. Well, the poachers have guns. I couldn't remember originally which ones had guns, and then I found out when I was fighting them that just the poachers have guns. And the problem is their gunfire range is just a little bit bigger than my spell range, which means if I back up to get outside of their gun range, I won't be able to hit them with spells, and they'll step forward a couple times and be able to hit me. I have 4 swoop feathers currently. As I said, you'll find all the swoops, but it just takes a while, and I'm not exactly hunting them. Now, one quest that I have to get is get a Flatland Kruger femur. The problem is they don't always drop it. This is like the one item that I have the hardest time getting every time I do this. You know, usually I take on the 2 quests at the same time, so I kill a bunch of prairie wolves anyway. I don't normally notice the missing item, and I have to get the talents anyway, so I don't normally notice the missing scales. It's not that bad, but fighting the Flatland Krugers, you don't actually do any other quests with them that I know of at this point. I think there might be one that I can get later that I just forgot about that deals with getting stuff from them. But up to this date, I hadn't done any, so I was kind of just trying to kill them and get the femur, and it didn't work like I'd hoped. I had to kill 4 of them to get the femur. This is the second one. The first 3 didn't even give me a drop, which kind of sucked. This time I'm doing it stupidly because I'm attacking. Oh, I recast thorns. If you notice up in the top corner, it has your spells. If you die or if a certain amount of time goes by, they disappear because they wear off. Thorns only last 10 minutes, and Mark of the Wild, which is the other one you see up there that looks like a little paw, if you can see that, is, Mark of the Wild, but it gives you plus 25 armor. Oh, those big things in the background there, those are called Kodos. You do not want to pick fights with them at this level, unless maybe a hunter. I'm not even sure if a hunter should pick fights with them at this level. The only thing I would recommend picking a fight with at this level, at level 7, if you want to pick a fight with those, is maybe a warrior, and if you have a couple guys helping you. Because Kodos are strong and annoying. Plus they're level 12, so 5 levels on you, you don't want to fight them. I'm actually going after a couple Palemanes because I thought I'd killed all the Cougars. This is the first one I fought. This one luckily didn't have any far range attacks. I cannot remember which one this was. Oh, it's the Skinner. Okay. Yeah. Excuse me for not remembering which one I was doing. There's 3 of them there. There's Poachers, Skinners, and Tanners. I think I killed one of each. This time I decided to run back here because I thought I don't remember why I started running back here, but I saw this next cougar, and I said, might as well kill it. Might not, probably won't have the item in question yet. I just got too close to it there, and it attacked me before I was ready. Still, I got lucky. I critted on it with a 33, and from on out, I just boon fire and beat it to death with this. And I actually got the Flatland Cougar femur, which I was questing for. You'll notice later on that no items are always dropped, so it'll get annoying after a while, especially if you're fighting something higher level that can do some serious damage. Okay, this is my next fight. This one was a Tanner, I believe. Okay, I got close enough to get in range to shoot it. Here's what happened. I turned around and fired a spell back at me. The problem being with Taurens and most of the creatures here, is that we all have a nature resistance. Which means the Druid's Wrath is not as effective as it would be against most other things. Nature resistance means any nature spells won't do as much damage against the target. Taurens have a pretty decent nature resistance, which means these guys, the Palemasters, don't do the magic ones. The Tanners don't do a lot of damage. They only do 7, 8. If they're lucky, they can hit a 10. Right, this one was a pretty stupid play on my part because he was heading towards a couple others. But when you're fighting the Poachers, you want to shoot one, back up. Now, luckily he's within my range, I'm within his. So I can fire off spells as much as hit him. Usually, I got lucky there and I hit him with a critical. If you don't, you'll drop him down to about 25% health, and then you have to try and run up and kill him before more of them team you. Now, here I got really lucky because when I ran in, I noticed the other guy was I was in his circle, but luckily he kept his back to me and didn't attack me. I was just running back outside of wherever they are at this point, and I decided if I want to end the video, I'm going to end it doing the Tauren dance, since I haven't done that for a while. So, thank you, enjoy, and I will put this video up as soon as I can. Okay? Yeah, there's me turning off the recording last time, and it didn't work. Okay? Thank you. Have a nice day.